There she
Ooh,
is.
Jeff Leach.
Cherie, DeVille.
I'm so ready for this.
We're back for another let me just move my testicles. We're back for another
Excuse me.
conversation. Another conversation.
Yeah.
Between the cougar and the comic. And today we're discussing what?
Stripclubs.
Stripclubs.
Ooh, you've had titties for like 15 minutes and you can already do the shoulder shimmy.
I've seen your work. I've already studied. I've studied your long and illustrious career
thank you.
as what was it? Wait. MILF of the year, Performer of the year, both of those things.
All of it.
Killing it. Congratulations, by the way.
Thank you.
So we're discussing strip clubs.
Yeah.
I guess we should start off by saying, what's your experience of strip clubs? Have you worked in one? You've been in one?
I'm really having trouble looking at your eyes right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm honestly staring at those new titties. It's fantastic.
Is it interesting seeing me feminine presenting?
Yeah, I wish you had shaved. But otherwise,
Sure,
it's
we
super
got
hot.
other episodes
It's
to
super
shoot.
hot. I like it. I like a nice set of tits, but they're always distracting.
How does it make you feel seeing me as by the way, I'm dressed as a house mama.
Oh yeah,
That's
What is this costume?
Yeah, this is me as a house mama. So like up top, it's a little business. There's a little sex, a little zhuzh. She's a playful old thing. Do you know what I mean? But then down bottom, she's ready to go home and just rub her bunions.
So like for everybody that doesn't know though, like what's a house mom? Who are you?
As I understand it, it's the lady who's in charge of looking after the girls. She normally works at the front door. She makes sure the guys who are coming in are okay and behaving themselves. And she has like a couple of armored guards either side of her.
Oh, hot. Okay.
And she takes the money, right? She's like, give me your money. And then here's more money. Go in and give that money to other girls who look a bit like me, but possibly 10 to 20 years younger.
Yeah. I want you with a cigarette right now then.
Sweetie.
Yeah,
Like that.
yeah.
That's my voice.
I like
Hey,
it.
sweetheart, you here for a good time?
And then she just gives them a
Oh,
little...
she's sucking dick too.
No. She just does that at them. Just
She
gets
just,
them...
she just waves her hand in a jerk off
Are you
motion.
ready for a
Yeah.
good time? Come
Okay.
on.
So she's selling
Get in
it.
there.
She's selling the girls.
Exactly. And then she
Yeah.
hands them a bunch of ones, some hundreds, and says, go and treat the ladies right. Is that right?
No, but I
Okay.
love everything about that entire strip. Well, you know what though? I only know American strip clubs, so maybe it's true for you. But in America, it's like she'll mostly be in the locker room with the women, making sure like did she tear a stocking? Is her makeup right? Does she need anything?
So like a club
and
manager
then being
for
like
the talent.
a liaison for the talent between them and the manager. And
I feel that. Okay, so she's almost like
But
a
she
union rep of
a
strippers.
hot older woman almost every time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, could
so
you-
you're owning that.
Now, because you're in the MILF market,
Yeah.
could you technically be a house mama at this stage, or are you
Yes.
still too young to be a house mama because you're
I
still
could-
performing regularly
I could
everywhere?
easily be a house mom.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Would
I
you
just
like
have
that role?
maternal energy. No.
No.
Are you fucking kidding me?
No, you want to be on stage being glorified and adored.
Yeah,
You don't wanna be-
I need it.
Yeah.
Plus, like, oh, can you imagine like wrangling? Do you know any strippers in real life or any
Yeah,
of your
yeah.
friends?
I used to.
dancers?
I dated a couple of strippers.
Oh, okay.
Before.
How was
Yeah,
that?
dated, it was wonderful. I dated a Colombian girl from London who was a stripper, and I very much enjoyed my relationship with her. But
Yeah.
it was we didn't continue it for other reasons than her profession.
Nothing to do with stripping.
No, because I don't have any issue with girls stripping. I've got lots of sex worker friends, point in case, but or case in point. But I also, for me, someone whose profession is to fuck other people, I'm not into that. I don't
Yeah, that's a
necessarily- I
different
don't-
level. Yeah.
But you can strip, you can dance, you can
you
do
spank her a
burlesque.
little?
Can I
Yeah,
let,
like
let
if-
other people spank her?
Yeah, if it was your girlfriend. Like, what are your lines?
Can you spank her?
No, not well. I'll spank her.
I'd let you
I'll
spank
spank
her
her.
because it's a bit more playful. Do
Yeah.
you know what I mean? But another man spanking her, I'd be a bit angry about that. I'm a bit
Okay.
old school. I'm a bit old school in that. Traditional.
Despite the pink wig, you're
Yeah.
a little bit old school.
Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'll
Yeah.
pick you up and fucking flip it round, and we'll do the acrobatics, and we can involve anything you like sexually, except just like another
Yeah.
dude fucking you or woman fucking you.
So did you get jealous when your girlfriend went to work at the strip club?
Nah.
All right.
I met her in a strip club.
Yeah. Oh,
I went
stop.
in there, and she was
Did
like,
you take her home the first night?
no, and I didn't.
I was
even
gonna
have,
say, 'cause that
I
is
didn't
so
have a dance
fucking
with her. She
rare.
wanted to dance and hang out, and I was
Yeah.
just like, I'm not into this experience. I don't really like strip clubs.
And you left, and then how'd you find her again?
No, she just kept hanging out with me. She was just like, you're wonderful. I want to keep talking to you.
It was
so
the
I was like,
boobs.
sure. I said, but I'm not getting a dance. I just want you to know that. Like, I'm here.
Right, I'm not. This isn't happening.
Yeah. These guys are excited about being here. Because here's my issue with strip clubs, right? You can tell me, what is the fucking point? You go in, you get super sexually aroused, right? As a gentleman, as a customer.
Correct.
You get aroused, and 9 times out of 10, I'm assuming, you leave that club a few $100s poorer, having never bust a nut or
I'd
been
say
able
like
to have
10, almost
sexual.
10 times out of 10.
Okay, there you go. Exactly. But
Yeah.
no, but there are some
But
cases where
you
people
get
are
to
fucking
see
in the back of those
titties
cars.
live. Why does anyone? And then you can jerk off to it later. You can look.
I'd much
you're
rather
a
take
privileged
$200.
guy
Okay, yeah.
then. Like you can maybe see titties whenever you want to see them in real life. But I think a lot of people that are visiting the clubs, that's awesome to get to see all these fucking titties all the time.
So you're saying it's a service for people who can't see a naked woman up close and personal
Or who
in their
isn't going to be
normal
like
social
that?
life.
You know, with enough variety. Maybe they have a person, but they don't get to see a wide variety of naked ladies.
Nah, but see, that's where I'm like, I feel like, first of all, I'd much rather take that $200 and take a lady out on a really sexy date, buy a dinner, go dancing in a salsa club, and then by the end of the night, she wants to fuck the shit out of me.
Sure.
And guess what? We get to do it.
What if you can't do that? What if you weren't
Well, I
able
can.
to get that? Well, I can.
I can.
I'll motorboat the shit out of her.
No, but I can. And here's the deal.
But-
for guys who can't do that, why not just take that money and pay for you could literally pay for an escort for an hour and have full penetrative sex with an escort for an hour for the same amount of money as going to a strip club, shelling out a few hundred.
$2,000 an hour.
It depends what escorts we're talking about.
Okay, well,
Cherie,
maybe they
DeVille, top tier, fucking only. I don't get out of bed for less than 10K. And I understand why. Performer of the year, MILF of the year. But there's a lot of women out there who are escorting and they, for an hour's service. I did a documentary about escorting.
Oh, did you
We'll talk
really?
about that in another
I need
episode,
to,
I'm
yeah.
sure. But I became an escort and we found out all the pricing and a couple hundred bucks, you can get someone to come around and have sex with you.
There you fucking go.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I only know like performers that escort. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're a different league. That's like hiring. That's like going. I need a tennis coach for my kid.
Yeah.
Right, and going. Oh well, there's a guy around the corner who costs like $100 an hour. He's a bit pricey, but he's really good at what he does. All right, I got a guy at $50 an hour. He's amazing. He knows kids at the local park. All right, cool. Whereas you're going. Let me get Pete Sampras and Serena Williams and Venus Williams to do it. They're charging $10K an hour.
As they fucking should.
Well, there you go. You want top tier. See, a lot of men don't. That's the point I'm making. If you've got the money to go to a strip club to pay for some girl to go,
More. Try the pull.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to embarrass myself that
No,
bad.
because this is great. This is not embarrassing at all. The
Listen,
pull, however.
Someone at home right now is furiously fapping to this.
Well,
Now,
your toes are out, so.
if someone does that, you get all excited.
Yeah.
You leave with an erection and frustration. Whereas you take the
You
same
jerk
money you
off.
pay a fucking prostitute, she'll come over and she'll fuck you. For
What
money.
about the art of dance, Jeff?
Okay, that's a fair argument. I hadn't considered the fact that every man who's ever walked into a strip club is actually a lover of contemporary
Yes.
and athletic
Yes.
dance. Yes, you're correct.
I know.
Damn it.
I know.
So they're supporting the arts. That's
right.
what you're saying.
Support the arts. They're
All right,
working
fair enough.
hard for those dollars.
I feel like my house mama forehead is getting
Yeah,
bigger and bigger as this
you're
wig keeps
really-
sliding back. Is that a
it's-
problem on stage?
If you wear a wig, oh my God, one of my friends when she was feature dancing flipped her wig right off onto a customer one time.
Oh, really?
Oh, absolutely.
And I bet made it into a funny thing, though.
She
probably.
did, yeah, but like, oh my God. What
And
if
he
you lost
came
your
at
wig
that
right
moment.
now?
As it landed in his lap, he fucking just, oh,
What would your stripper move be? If
my
you were a stripper, what would your that's like signature Jeff. That's the Jeff Leach move.
That's a good question. I think
The one where you're like, they're there.
Well, you know what I would do as a male stripper? What I'd probably just do is I'd wear just some very tight, revealing jeans, like super tight, like skin tight.
Jeans.
You know,
I
like
was imagining an elephant.
I'm talking as a as a male
No,
stripper.
I know, the
and I would
elephant
lay
thing.
my penis. It naturally hangs to the left anyway because
Okay.
of muscles
Good
and
to
tendons
know,
slightly
yeah.
to the left. And I would hang it down the side because I've already done that on stage as a comedian. The skinny jeans, and people make
so
comments
you can
about
like
it.
see it.
So it'd be like painted on trousers almost.
Yeah.
And then as the
Yeah.
show goes on, water would cascade from the ceiling.
Okay.
And my jeans would get wet and
was-
see-through. And then
Hot.
that's when all the women in the front row who are
Squirt
furiously
all over you.
manhandling their, their chili bean would en masse
Orgasm.
at the same time. And then
For
their
you.
spray combined with the spray from the roof, it's a 360 waterworks experience.
Fucking hot.
You hand out a poncho
love
when you come in the strip club.
that if you asked like any woman, they would imagine dollars
Yeah.
falling down on them. And I
Oh.
love that you're imagining the squirt. No, I love that for you.
See,
I love
I'd
that
be one
for
of
you.
your high-end strippers. I'd be one where you have to pay $250 for a ticket to witness the show. Do you see what I mean? I'm Dieter Von Teese.
I'm sorry I put you on that level.
I'm Dieter Von Teesticles.
You're burlesque.
That's my name, Dieter Von Teesticles.
That should be your name. I'm changing your chair.
Thank you.
Next time we come in, I'm going to have that for you.
Listen,
Yeah.
whilst we're planning my future career as a stripper, you actually have dance, you feature, you continue to do that. Tell me what that experience is like.
Well, I haven't danced since the pandemic,
Okay.
but I did feature dance for years, and I loved it.
What is it?
Like,
So tell me what a feature dancer does. What did you do?
So basically, it's when the club asks you to fly to wherever their club is.
Okay.
They pay every time that you're on stage. You get to keep your tips, keep your lap dance money,
Nice.
keep your merch money.
Oh, you get everything.
Yeah.
So they're just selling drinks? That's how they make money on you? Or is it
You're
the fact that
coming
you're
to the
there
club.
brings more men
Yeah.
throughout the month because they go,
Exactly.
well, I might see Cherie DeVille.
Or just that weekend.
Do you do, is it full nude or is it just topless or
Every
is it nothing?
state is different. I prefer the full nude because I have all kinds of tricks that I do.
Do you ever, well, tell me the trick. Do you ever do the one where you go like that and then you go like that so it's almost like your vagina goes, hi,
Yeah,
on the way
that's
past?
nothing.
Never done that one? Or you've done that
Of
one?
course I've done that one. Do you want to know what my move was?
Yeah, I want to know all
It was
the
better
moves.
than that.
Okay.
So I would go up to whoever was tipping the most.
Okay.
I would take an ice cube out of their drink, pretend I was going to lick it, and stick it in my ass until it melted. Right in front of them. I sure did.
Wait, did
that
you-
was my move. Everyone loved it. I got dollars.
I'm sure.
Not squirt, but the dollars rained down on me.
upon you. As
360.
as your butthole room
Melted that
body
ice.
just melted a bit of
Yeah,
ice.
yeah. Sometimes
Wow.
2 cubes.
Do you remember that
I don't know.
story about that chick who was farting in jars and everyone was blown away by
She's
that?
genius.
Is she? Because I feel like
Is
arsehole ice cube melting is the future. That's way better. You
How
can
am I gonna
literally
monetize that en masse?
easy.
Tell
Little thimble jars, right? Little tiny jars.
Okay.
And what you do is people can select
Yeah.
the shape of the ice cube. You put it into your arsehole. You let it. And
Drip
then the
out.
liquid goes into the cup and you
Okay.
send that liquid. Because you know those guys are all just like,
So
hey,
video and liquid,
shot.
50%.
Yeah,
50%
cool.
of the
yeah.
profits are yours.
We call it the sphincter shot.
Oh, I was thinking poop jar, but I like sphincter shot. Keep going, more. I
the
need
ch-
this. We're not there.
A chilled colon shot.
Chilled colon.
Yeah, it's the chili colon shot. Not chili. Don't put chili in there, for the love of God. That's not worth the money.
No.
So, okay, so wait, you go to these clubs as a feature.
Yeah.
You turn up. It brings in people.
Ice cubes are in the butt. Yeah.
How far do you go? Because I've heard, and this is just what I've heard, but in different clubs, people do different things. Some people just dance. Some people dance and do lap dances and private dance. Some people stick a penis in their throat.
They sure do.
Or other places, other orifices. Have you ever done any of those things? Is that part of
No.
it? Okay.
Well, first of all, it's illegal everywhere that I've ever danced.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Not in
So-
Europe. We'll get into
Oh,
Europe in a bit.
so if you were to do that and then you got caught, like disaster. So I would
Sure,
never
sure,
even
sure,
take
sure.
that chance. But
And
like,
also, you're a professional.
stories.
You
yeah.
can't run the risk of how you're going to check that people.
No,
are
like,
getting
and
it.
then like, no, it, just full no for me.
I get you.
Yeah. In
Now,
Europe,
if some
it's
Arab
illegal.
sheikh turned up to one of those places and went, "Listen, Habibi, I have $1 million right now for you.
I don't want.
You take my sweet fucking sausage and yogurt, and you put it." I'm only saying that because that's what you had for breakfast, right? Four sausages and a yogurt for breakfast. That's a piece of information these kind
It's
of
like
podcasts.
a gangbang and a breakfast. It's the best breakfast ever. Don't judge me.
Oh my God, that is simultaneously the sexiest and most disgusting shit you've ever seen. So, he goes, $1 million, me and you,
Yeah.
in the Lamborghini outside,
Yeah.
we fuck now. Do you do it? No. Okay,
No,
it's
sorry.
not worth it, it's not worth the money.
No. Jail? No.
She's like, Millie, I do that in a month. I do that in a month. Look at these shoes.
So Europe, you can fuck in strip clubs?
Well, here's the weird thing, right? I think...
No, you can't.
Well-
All over Europe.
Well, hang on, I haven't done the research that extensively. I've definitely been to countries where I've gone to strip clubs. I don't like going to strip clubs, they're not really my thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I also hosted a bunch of like tech and innovation conferences,
yeah.
TV and film
Yeah.
things. And what happens is the organizers, including the women are more up for it than men. They'll go, oh, we're in the city, let's go
Let's
to
go to
a
strip
and it's
club.
often where the
Yeah.
last bar is open. So if
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
all
yeah,
out
yeah.
drinking and doing coke and whatnot, you know, you stay out until 4 a.m. at a strip club. I went to one in Bucharest.
Okay.
And as soon as we walked in, all the girls come up and they just flock and they're just like, hi, hello.
Oh, like so much. Yeah.
Stroking you up and
Over
shit.
the top.
And they're like really like handsy, and I'm like, no, I'm good, thank you very much, I'm cool, I'm just gonna partake of a drink.
Yeah.
And they would straight up just ask people, just go, you want to come upstairs? And literally upstairs, they would just closing the curtain and sucking guys' dicks or fucking.
That's it.
Yeah, and I know at least 2 speakers on
So like
one
you
of the
could just
conferences.
hear like the glogs as you pass all the curtains.
Yeah,
It was
Romanian,
just like,
it sounds more.
how does it sound?
Sounds more
in
like
Romanian?
freedom from dictatorial, governance. So it's a bit, it's less.
You can hear the
and
freedom?
they're like joyful about
I like
Ceausescu
that.
not limiting.
I think there should be more joy in dick sucking.
Absolutely.
That's
Are
where
you
I'm gonna
joyful when
go.
you suck a dick?
Yeah.
Wow, I like that.
Except for the blowjob tears.
What's the blowjob tears? Do you mean just when it goes down too far and then you just get a bit teary?
What about?
Well, yeah, but you're the one dictating how far that penis is. Anyway, we're getting off topic.
Yes. Yes.
So-
Only in Europe, and we are in the United States right now. There's
But
no strip
you're
club
trying to tell
blowjobs
me
here.
You're trying to tell me that no strippers
No,
in
they
strip
do it
clubs
all the
around
time.
the States. Yeah,
No,
there
they
you
do it
go.
all the time. Because, I did the feature circuit, and a lot of other performers do the feature dancing
Okay.
circuit. And so I charge a lot for my lap dances. So
How
much.
How much would I have to pay for a? Well, not me.
For
how much
per
would a punter?
song? Like $250. Yeah.
$250. And what are
Yeah.
you doing for that? Are you taking everything off and rubbing the
Depends
lips of
on
your
the club.
vagina
Some
up
clubs
and
don't
down
allow.
the man's penis through his trousers or not?
Jesus Christ. Well,
That's
I'm
what I would
grinding on
want for
his lap.
$250. I would want skin on jean contact. I'd want to leave there
You want a
with
snail
a snail trail. Like a couple of go faster stripes down the middle of like fucking shit. Either
Look like
side
you're
of my
mauled
thigh.
by multiple snails.
Yes. Yes. I would want a souvenir, and I'd take them shits off, and I'd put them on eBay, and I'd sell them for $400
You're like, nah, I'm a
to one
gardener.
of your fans. I'd be like, yo, this was her.
You could.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
wonder if anyone's ever done that.
They will do
And
now.
Like, this is
You're welcome.
Cherie's
You're welcome, guys.
snail
You're welcome.
trail. Yeah.
But for real, $250, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Because it
Depends
lasts
on the
3
club,
minutes.
sometimes less, maybe
2
like
minutes.
150.
2-minute dance, that is.
Yeah, I guess so, a song. Yeah.
You're charging 125 at least
Oh.
a minute.
At least.
A minute
Yeah.
to dance on someone.
Yeah.
All
With their
right,
hands
describe
down.
it. Tell me what do they get for that?
Yeah, I strip down, a lot of eye contact, a lot
Do you
of
say
ear
shit?
whispering. Oh yeah.
What do
I
you
say,
whisper in their ears? Tell
as,
me.
well, it depends what they like. I'll ask them like what they like. A lot of them because of me like mommy stuff.
Okay,
So be
okay.
like, have you been a good boy?
No.
Or a
How many of
bad
them
boy?
want you
And
to
then
like?
you see if they like want the good boy or bad boy vibe. Okay, they've chosen. Then you can progress from there.
Do they
Yeah.
call you mummy? Has anyone ever called you mummy
Sure,
during a
all the
strip?
time.
Wow.
Yeah, all the time. Look at my outfit. This is one of my feature dancing outfits.
I'm trying
This
hard,
is
as hard as
full-
possible not to look at her
This is
outfit.
full
I-
Stepford wife.
I feel like I have.
I have a pearl necklace right now, and it's not semen.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. But there's a few going on at home right now. I can tell. We know. We can see you, boys
We can see you.
and girls.
We're omniscient.
That's it. Exactly. Reverse cameras. I'm looking through your webcam right now.
I thought you were gonna say reverse cowgirl. I didn't know where you were gonna go with that.
Why do you think then people go to strip clubs? We said like, all right,
Yeah.
it's to avert loneliness, but really I think there's better options of
How about this?
companionship for the same price.
Even I enjoy occasionally going to strip clubs.
Why? Why do you enjoy going to a strip club?
I love seeing a variety of naked women dancing for me, like entertaining me.
But
like,
are
I
they
don't have
dancing
to
for
do,
you? Or are
well,
they
they're dancing for the
dancing
money
for their
and
rent?
for work, for sure. But at the same time, like, I don't have to do fucking anything.
Yeah.
I'm just paying money and I'm enjoying this show. I don't have to
It's a role reversal
pick
for you.
them
It's a role
up. I don't
reversal.
have to. There's zero energy expenditure, and I get to see beautiful women who have like perfected the art of like turning people on move in that exact way
Have you ever
for
been
me.
to a shitty strip club? Because what you just described, again, is a very utopian idea of what strip clubs are. There's a bunch of strip
I like
clubs.
tits and ass. Maybe I'm easygoing.
I used to date two separate dancers who
Yeah.
worked at Jumbo's Clown Room,
I
here
love
in LA.
Jumbo's. It's actually one of my favorite clubs to go to.
Wonderful establishment. Boys
Yes.
behind the camera all looking away because they've all dated strippers from there as well. What a surprise. So
It's the
like,
best club in town.
it is fun. It's a lot
Yeah.
of fun. And the girls are great. They're cool. But, I mean, I've seen people dance in there who should have been dancing alone in their front rooms before. Like
They're bad dancers or they're not hot
terrible
enough.
dancers. And
You know-
in my humble opinion, subjective opinion,
Really?
not necessarily presenting the fantasy of a stripper, more
Okay.
looking like an annoyed girl who just rolled out of bed and didn't bother putting her fucking hair for a shower. Do you know?
no.
For real, I have. I've seen some girls down there who look fucking like they did not give a shit, and the audience almost liked that more. Like, yes,
Well,
punish us.
That does have a hotness, though, doesn't it?
No, it doesn't.
A
It shows
lazy-
laziness on the part of those performers.
I love a lazy Eastern European stripper. I want
Why
to almost.
specifically a Polish stripper?
You know what? I don't know. I ask my vagina, but let me tell you, if she's
Why
like,
do you prefer that?
they ignore me and I think it's hot. I like to pay for their attention. Yeah, you know? Yeah, no, that's the truth. And like, but they're hot. They're up there.
And
they
they're
know they're
angry, they're
fucking
angry
hot,
that you're like-
right? Yeah, your money is disgusting to me. Oh yeah, tell me. Ooh,
Wow.
I know.
You like role reversal though, I think, for you, because you're so used to being in charge of the sexual
Yeah,
experience.
yeah,
Putting
yeah.
someone else in charge of it is
hot.
is kind of an extension of that. What's the weirdest thing that's ever happened to you as a stripper in a strip club, or the weirdest experience?
Can I tell you the meanest thing I've ever done?
Oh, sure, yeah.
It's terrible. They're gonna know now.
Is it
now
terrible
I'm
'cause
calling
you look
myself
joyful
out.
about it?
I am. That's what's terrible is how joyful I am about it.
Okay, tell me.
Okay, so I told you how much I charge for dances.
$250 at least for a song.
I had a man fall asleep on me.
Oh, Jesus.
VIP room.
What happened? What, he fell asleep because he was drunk? Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. So he fell asleep, and what did you do? You just like...
Song after song after
You just
song.
kept dancing on him
after
while
song.
he was asleep?
Bitch, yes.
That's... You know what? I wish as a comedian I could do that. Like if someone drunkenly falls asleep in the audience, I could just go...
Keep going with your
Keep
show.
charging for
Yes,
tickets. Yeah, exactly. Like, they have to buy a piece of merch now for every...
Yeah, every joke
Wow.
they listen, they
So how
owe me
much was his bill at the
$100.
end? How much was it?
Oh, it's thousands, yeah.
And he had to pay it?
Yeah, I got the money.
Now, did you get the money because some bouncers went, you gotta pay or you'll be in there
Not
for
my
half an
problem, though,
hour?
you know what I mean?
Wow. You got a guy's legs broken that night. You realise that?
You think?
Yeah, absolutely.
He had a credit card, he's fine.
Oh, he was fine?
He's still paying it off. No, he's fine.
Jesus Christ. That's not quite Cardi B level, but I mean, that's like a little bit of like...
Terrible. It's terrible how happy I am about it, you're right.
Here's what I will say. Fair play. Fuck him. Because here's the reality. If
He
you go
did
into that
grab
si-
my ass
if
and...
you, oh, he's not meant to touch you.
No.
Has there ever been a moment where someone has acted and misbehaved? Because falling
All
asleep
the
is
time.
irritating. And what's the most strange or worrying or frightening moment you've ever had?
Well, you know what? I tell people, like, the more you try and break the boundary I gave you, like, touch me, the shittier my lap dance is going to be.
Okay.
Like, if you keep your hands where I asked you to, I'm going to do exactly what you said. I'm going to grind on you. You're going to have the snail trail. I'm going to give you the best experience. You start touching me, well, nah. Do you know what I mean? Soon I'm like dancing over here, and you can watch if you want.
Have you ever had a guy that you're giving a dance to who you actually look at and you're like, he's fucking nice, and so
Sure,
you've
plenty of
said,
attractive
hey,
people.
put your hand. No, you don't.
Not at work, no.
No.
I'm at work.
Super
Professional. Professional.
Serious. Wow, there we go.
Professional.
So listen, gentlemen,
Yeah.
if you want to go and get your nut on through your pants, it's an option. Don't fall asleep. Get a good nap beforehand, and that way you'll ensure that you are not landed with a hefty credit card bill.
So sum up.
That's strip clubs. I think
That's
we've
strip
covered
clubs.
most of it. Cherie DeVille,
Yeah, Jeff Leach.
Cougar
Comic.
Convo. We'll see you next time.